Did you know that your brain physically changes every time you compare yourself to someone else? Scientists have discovered that comparison activates the same neural pathways as physical pain. But here's what's fascinating. The Bible addressed this brain science thousands of years before we had MRI machines. When Paul wrote in Second Corinthians that we do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with some who commend themselves, he wasn't just giving moral advice, he was describing a neurological reality. Comparison hijacks your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking, and floods it with stress hormones like cortisol. This is why you can't think clearly when you're stuck in comparison mode. But Paul reveals something even more profound. He says that when we compare ourselves among ourselves, we are not wise. The Greek word for wise here is sunyemi. It literally means to bring together or understand. Paul is saying that comparison fragments your thinking, and neuroscience confirms this. When your brain is in comparison mode, it can't integrate information properly. You literally become less intelligent. Here's where it gets really interesting. In Psalm 139, David declares, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." When you meditate on this truth, you're actually activating your brain's default mode network, the neural circuitry associated with self-reflection and identity formation. This is why biblical meditation isn't just spiritual, it's neurologically transformative. The word fearfully in Hebrew is yar. It means with reverence and awe. When you view yourself with the same reverence God has for you, you're literally rewiring your neural pathways away from comparison and toward what scientists call self-compassion circuits. These pathways reduce inflammation, lower cortisol, and increase resilience. Jesus modeled this perfectly. Even though he could have compared his humble circumstances to others, he remained rooted in his identity as the beloved Son. In John 5, he says, "I do not receive glory from men." He understood that external validation creates addiction-like patterns in the brain's reward system. The solution isn't positive thinking, it's identity rewiring. Every time you choose to see yourself through God's eyes instead of through comparison, you're literally changing your brain's structure. You're building what neuroscientists call neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new, healthier pathways. Your brain was designed to find its identity in God, not in comparison to others. When you align with this divine design, both your neurology and your theology work together for your freedom. What's one comparison that's been stealing your peace lately? Share it in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more content where scripture meets science.